Alright guys, you saw the title for this video. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing a 400 ELO chess game that is just nothing but absolute chaos. You're going to see why very quickly, but before I begin guys, if you just please drop like a sub, help the channel. If you really just do, you can also drop super thanks. Without further ado, let's just begin. So, yeah, let's just begin pretty much. So, white starts off the game with e4. Normal opening so far. And we have the response e5. And thankfully we don't have something like king e2 or king e7, thankfully. Anyways, we have knight f3, we have the response, knight f6. Again, the reason I don't recommend this is that if they capture, and you capture back, when they bring out their queen, you have to play this move, and sometimes beginners will not play this move, and then they will end up just blundering their queen pretty much. Yeah, sometimes this does happen. But anyways, we have to move knight c3, and then we have knight c6, so it's just a 4 knights game pretty much. But then we have to move pawn g4. What? Like, it just blunders a pawn. It achieves nothing, but okay. But instead we have the response pawn d6. Okay, and then we have the response pawn d3. Once again, the pawn is blundered. And not just by the knight, also by the bishop. And believe it or not, black actually captures the bishop. And now the knight is pinned to the queen. And then we have the move bishop g2, obviously trying to defend this knight. Because, you know, like if captures, then recaptures. And then we have the move knight d4, obviously trying to put even more pressure on this knight. And obviously, like, this is a pretty good idea because, you know, it could, cause white to just lose a piece. But then we have the move queen d2. And this move instantly loses the game. I'll let you guess why. It's because it leads to you losing half your pieces in the first 10 moves. Let me show you how. So black found the move of capturing with the bishop. White just recaptured. And then black just recaptured the knight. And now, literally, white lost their queen in just 10 moves. Wow. Seriously? So, the position went from black being up a pawn to black being up an entire queen. Wow. Okay. But then, guys, we have the move queen e7. To be honest, I don't really understand what this move does, but I'm assuming it just allows long castle. Then we have rook to g1. The idea, I guess maybe just take control of the open file, although there is a pawn, but okay. We have pawn g6, and we have rook g5, then we have long castle, okay, as I expected. Then we have knight b5, the idea, obviously this. And then we have bishop h6, which is actually one of the best moves because it puts an attack on the rook. And if you take, then it will be a double attack. It will be a double attack on the knight and the rook. But instead we have rook g4. Obviously the idea, just revealing this pretty much. And black does trade, because remember guys, in chess, if you are winning by material, you should 100% trade, and black is just winning by 10 points automatically. Like, wow, this is, wow. Oh, by the way, black is not winning by 10 points, black is actually winning by 15 points. Because white decided to not move the rook here, they decide to move the rook here, which literally just blunders the rook. Wow. Why am I even watching? Like, at this point, the players are just going to blunder all their pieces by move 20 or something. Then we have pawn d4, then we have pawn captures, and instead of knight captures, we have the rook developing, okay. Then we have knight captures, then please, play en passant when you can. Please. Okay, never mind. Then instead we have knight check, king moves, and the way you could try to win the rook is maybe going over here, and if your opponent does go over here, you just win the rook. But instead we have knight c3, and that just blunders the knight in one move. And not just blundering the knight, also blunders the queen. And thankfully white does capture the queen, and not the knight. Then we have knight captures knight. Then we have pawn captures. Then we have pawn c5. Please, play en passant. They didn't play en passant, they played b6. I swear, it's as if low elo players just don't know that en passant is a move, but okay. Then we have pawn captures, Then we have a4. Then we have rook d7. In this position, you absolutely should not trade, but honestly, like, I don't know why anybody would even continue, like, trying to win this position. Like, honestly, this position is totally dead lost, but okay. Then we have e4. Then we have pawn attack. Rook moves. The pawns are just guaranteed going to promote. Like, there is just no stopping them, especially with the support of these two rooks. There is no way these pawns are not going to promote. Like, the king and the rook and this pawn can try, but there's no way. And even if somehow all of these 5 pawns with the other king will 100% promote. Then we have pawn push. White captures. And now black is just going to promote. Black launches an attack on this pawn. I guess the only move to defend is over here. But instead we have rook e6. Well, I mean, puts an attack as well, so it's actually pretty good. Although this position I would have just attacked the rook, but this is actually the best move because it's just the road to promotion. The rook moves, trying to stop promotion. The pawn pushes. And I guess in this position, this is the only move you can really play. Trying to stop it. That didn't happen. Instead, we had pawn b3. And I can see it's literally just forced checkmate in 9 moves. It's literally mate in 9. And yes, we have a queen. And instead of white capturing, they played rook e2. And now it went from mate in 9 to mate in 4. So we have a check. The king tries to defend the rook. Then we have another check. Wait, no, not there. Oh yeah, I just remembered. Okay. So pretty much what happened was that black decided, okay, guaranteed I'm going to win this, so I'll just take the rook. Then white recaptured, and I mean, okay guys, you can do this in games, and yes, I actually do recommend it, because the reason is that, like, if you like just simplify the position and you still have extra pieces, you should 100% do this. Like, for example, guys, in multiple games of mine, I have promoted pawns to queens, and if I have like 2 pawns that promoted to a queen, but my opponent has like a rook remaining, yeah, I'm willing to just sacrifice one of those queens just to win the rook. Just make the position much more simple. Then we have rook captures. We have pawn a5. I have no idea what this achieves. Pawn captures. King d3. Pawn f4. King c4. Pawn push. King moves over here. Probably white is trying to go for stalemate. They capture a pawn. Now it's literally just mate in 2. Now it's literally just mate in 1. This is literally just mate in 1. But that doesn't happen. Instead we have king d7. Then we have pawn push. Then we have rook check. The king moves. Then we have pawn push. Then we have king captures. Then rook to e8. Then we have pawn b6. Then we have rook g7. King goes over here because it's forced. It's the only legal move. Then we have king to e6 check. It's fine with the pawn. And realistically, now you can just bring the queen, and it's just totally over. Instead, black decides to sacrifice the rook, which is totally fine because, I mean, yeah, now you've just totally won all of white's pieces. And they give a check with the queen. King moves c7. Well, no, wait, not there. c7. Then they give a check with e7 with the rook. King goes to d8. Then we have rook to a7. And thankfully, this isn't stalemate. And then we have king c8, obviously trying to stop this. But instead, we have queen b7 check. The king went over here. And then we had queen b8. Well, no, not queen b8. Rook a8 checkmate. What did we just watch? Okay. Normal opening, then just a random pawn push. Then the blunder of a queen by move 10. Then just white losing all their pieces completely and even blundering a rook. But black did blunder the queen. For some reason, en passant was not played. And then white just refused to trade. And white didn't sacrifice the rook for the queen. But black did it anyways. And then just the king trying to escape from black launching a checkmate. But then black decided to just sacrifice the rook to guarantee that they wouldn't stalemate. And then the game continued and ended in checkmate. Wow. And yeah, guys, that's the whole video. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and subs. That would really help the channel a ton. If you really enjoyed this video, you can also drop super thanks. If you have any game you may want me to review, comment it down below. Without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.